topic, vanilla sex versus kinky sex, some people really didn't understand what vanilla sex was. And in a simple, basic way, the simplest way to put it is the basic way to bang, have sexual relations or good old intercourse. I saw some comments earlier, boring sex, just things of that nature. That's what vanilla sex is. It's just a real spruced up way to say regular, traditional, conventional sex. That's it. Typically, it's in the bedroom, in the bed, majority at night, simple positions, etc. Then go into kinky sex, which has different, soft kink, hard kink, etc. And it just really all depends. There's no right way. It's no wrong way. It's no way that's better than another. It's just actually, what you're comfortable with, what your partner is comfortable with, what you like, etc. I personally feel like you have to be comfortable in your sexuality to kind of veer off from certain things that are considered traditional or normal, but some people might not feel, either interested in doing that or comfortable enough to explore that. So that's what vanilla sex versus kinky sex is, kind of opening up the forum for people to kind of see what it is that they like, what they don't like, and what that's not for me. This is interesting. I didn't know anything about that. Or, what am I mild or wild? I like to say that. Are you mild or wild? So let's happen.
So can you tell them what I'm gonna see if I know these letters right? BDSM, I guess it is.
Yeah.
Right. So can you explain that?
Yeah, so BDSM is basically it falls under kinky sex. It's bondage, dominance, masochism, sadism, like basically into like pain, dominance, the sexual contractions that hold you up, hold you open. It's really giving your partner a sense of control over you. You have to definitely indulge in those things with an individual that you feel comfortable with, because it does boil down to trust.
Right.
You know what I mean? Somebody is actually controlling, your body movements in a sense, or your lack thereof.
Okay,
Yeah,
so do you think
I freaks out in the freaking what's that? What's the machines that they put you on to scan your body?
MRI and the scan.
I freak out in the MRI machine, so I know I'm gonna freak out being tied up. Don't tie me.
But are you with tying a girl up though?
That's what I was about to say.
My with tying it, I ain't never tried it.
All right, so Aisha, I want to ask you, do you think work is both parties on different sides of the fence?
One more time, T.
If both parties are on different sides of the fence, do you think their relationship can work?
It can. You got to find a happy medium. No, you got to give and take. It's just in any relationship, in any normal relationship outside of sex, you have to, compromise. You have to find a happy space. So that means, somebody could not be into the kink and then the other individual can be, find a happy medium, do things that you're comfortable with. Okay, you may not be into BDSM, but it's nothing wrong with a satin blindfold. There's nothing wrong with, you might not like handcuffs, but you can take that same satin blindfold and, tie your hands up above your head or something like that, where it is not as intimidating or not as, individuals that feel restricted in any way. It's ways to explore some spice without going too far.
All right. Does anybody have? I got questions. So like,
I know you do, T.
Which y'all want to do? Y'all want me to go? What's up?
Yeah, throw the questions out there.
Let me just do this little quick icebreaker. Can one of the guys, Nell or T,
Yeah,
in 10 seconds, outside of missionary cowgirl doggy, name 5 sexual positions other than those 3 that I named?
other than you said doggy.
I said other than missionary, other than the ones that we are typical, conventional, other than missionary, cowgirl, and doggy. Name
Right,
5 sexual positions.
right. But you gotta realize, Aisha, that a lot of people are only doing missionary and doggies.
So
So
But she
why?
didn't say all that. T name some positions.
Yeah.
I mean,
Name
I
some.
don't know.
And this is honestly, this doesn't have to. The positions don't even really morph into kink. Positions are positions. Positions
Mhm.
are vanilla sex as well. So
Even I
outside
know
those
that one.
three,
Even I know that one.
Right. What I was saying is, I might not know all the names for all these
it's
positions,
okay.
but
How about I
I could
describe them?
Demonstrate.
How about I
That's
describe?
what I was about to
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can demonstrate, describe them.
All right, so having shorty legs on my arms right here, and she front. I'm fronting her. She fronting me
That's G Wiz. There you go. G spot,
on
kinda.
that joint.
Love it.
Her
reverse
back and
cowgirl.
shoulders are
Hold
on
on
the
now.
ground, and
So
she
does
got her legs
reverse
in the air, and I'm
cowgirl?
on top of her, drilling her up and down like this, giving her that type work. Um, and on a and on a medicine ball like workout ball or workbench, and she on top of me, and she ain't got her legs. Her legs is like on the other side of the bench, and she going up and down. Like that's some shit right there I need.
Right.
See
Yeah,
how I
no,
felt
So
about this night right here came, and I was like, I need this type work.
okay.
look. So does reverse cowgirl still count as cowgirl? Like,
I mean, it does. Obviously, it's just a different, a different way to do it, but it does count. It's reverse.
Ladies, understand one
okay,
thing.
so hold on now, hold on.
And you gotta
So
let them know it can't be corny. The reverse cowgirl can't be corny.
Or you might as well not do it.
Can't be
So
dry.
what? So what is it called? If you're standing and you got her lifted like this, like what's that
I
position
need
called?
that.
You got to lift it either when she's facing down or
Right.
if she's wrapped around you.
If she's wrapped around you.
Oh, she's wrapped around you. That's like face to face, but you could do face to face. You could do that on the bed as well. So you're either standing up. It's called face to face though. You can do it on the bed. You could do it on the chair. You could do it on any flat surface. They have sex pillows where you can do that. It's like, you know, that's
Wow.
that's a very nice intimate position, and that can be a nice way to enhance vanilla sex because you
What if
could do
she
that
what?
and you could do that standing, you could do that sitting, you could do that anywhere.
So what if she got one leg on top of the dresser, and y'all both standing? What would you call that? Like if she got one leg
That's
on
the
top
T
of the dresser.
nasty special. I don't know what that one's called, but that is the T nasty special. That's a new one we gotta add to
Yeah.
the list.
The
That's
special.
what I'm
Okay,
saying. Like,
man.
don't I can get into this shit. I mean, what are we doing?
So is that still considered vanilla, or is that now kinky?
Well, see, the positions, depending on what you do in those positions, will determine does it stay in the safe zone, the traditional vanilla sex, or does it go into the soft kink or the hard kink. So, if you're talking about her putting her leg up, okay, well then that's getting into like kind of soft kink, like, you know what I mean? That's not your vanilla traditional sex where it's just pretty much in the bed and those very few positions, you know what I mean? So yeah, you're getting into like a little kink there.
All right. So what if she's flexible and she can put her legs behind her head, and then you like she's on the floor and she's like balled up with her legs behind her head,
Oh,
and then you're on top drilling. Like what would we
Yeah,
call that?
Contortionist.
it is called the drill.
that's the
Shit.
drill, right?
The drill.
That shouldn't hurt. It don't hurt. That shit probably
I
feel.
mean, it depends on the female. It really depends on the female. Like one, flexibility. Two, her vagina. Like she has to know her boundaries as far as those type of things go. Like you might want to get wild and wicked with it, but she might not be able to take all of that. You know what I mean? Because if you notice, like even when we as women go to gynecologists, if we're positioned a certain way, our pelvis and our cervix are tilted in a sense. So if she is laying that way and her legs are behind her behind her head, or you know what I mean, up on around her neck, then her pelvis is tilted a certain way. So she's got to be comfortable with that as well. And most of the time, it wouldn't hurt, depending on the female.
All right, so what would we call the why you being weird to me position, where you hitting it from the back, but
and you got one hand on that one.
Yeah, right.
Wait, say this again.
You hitting it from the back. You got one hand on neck and one hand on frontal, and you going at it. What position is that called?
And you got your leg up, like you got your legs. You know, you
Yeah,
got
like,
one leg
like
on
this.
the outside, right?
Like this.
Right.
Like,
Right.
Oh, yeah. Well,
punishment.
That work. What's that called?
Good old doggy.
Punishment.
That's that good old doggy. But like every man is going to have a different way that he performs doggy.
Damn, it sounds like a little punishment to me.
You saying one leg up, but it's another guy who might be able to put
two legs up. For real, like
2 legs.
Yeah, like you know, that would be on in a squat position and doing it that way. So you know, it's all considered doggy. It's just a matter of how you finesse that doggy. It depends on the man.
So explain to us how oral pleasuring can also be vanilla and kinky at the same time.
So yeah, I mean, oral sex is an art, ladies. It's an art, but it's all within your comfort zone. How you feel comfortable performing oral sex. It has to be pleasurable for the both of you. It can't be just a one track minded thing where it's like I have to concentrate so far on pleasing him that I lose anything from it. You should be at a happy place, at a comfortable place where you are being stimulated as well as him. So that is where it becomes, is it going to be vanilla? Is it just going to be straightforward? I am going to try to make him come, or I'm going to please him and give him the best oral sex that I know how? Or am I going to spice it up and I'm going to give him some oral sex that's really going to blow his mind? And that is going to be pulling out all the stops as far as deep throat, as far as food, ice, a lot of things that can stimulate oral sex that would take it into kink. So it really depends on how comfortable you feel, what you want to experiment with.
All right, so would they call that the scissor jaw, where you like in between her legs sideways? Like, would you? Is that like scissor, they call it the scissor position?
That's the scissor. Yeah. That's the scissor. That one's a fun one if you're willing to try it, but some people are not comfortable in the positioning of their legs and things of that nature, and it gotta work for both parties. Like, you know what I mean? You gotta fit comfortably within one another in order to achieve the orgasm and the feel good that you want to achieve.
I think one thing that gets lost in
translation. Hold on now. Look at this one in the comments. That's me. So me, since you're saying it's tonight for beginners, then I need you to like put your positions in the chat. Then you can't just halfway talk shit on this. Like, you gotta put your positions in the chat if you're gonna come at us like that.
We know there's hundreds of positions. You know, you got the Kama Sutra position. Right. It's hundreds of positions. It doesn't. What one person does in the bedroom doesn't necessarily mean what I do, what Karen does, what Nell does, what T does, with the people that that are our viewers. Like, everybody's going to do something different. It's finding your comfort zone in whatever you decide to do. You know what I mean? Whether it's mild or wild, you have to find a comfort zone. And it may seem like beginners to some positions may seem like beginners to some because that's what they're comfortable with. You know what I mean? But otherwise, you can honestly just find your own zone, and it could be the wildest shit ever, but it's comfortable to you. You know what I mean?
Right.
Some of the wildest shit.
All right, people. Let's see. What you say now?
Some of the wildest times just come out of spontaneity.
Right.
You know, just walking in the crib and then turn over the washing machine. Like,
Yeah, definitely.
you know what I mean? But let's go to the
Being
comments. Let's
spontaneous
see
is
what people saying.
important.
And while
Yeah.
we're going to the comments, Aisha,
Mhm.
okay.
It's better
I
laid
heard
flat,
today.
both legs
I
closed.
heard today, and I did not realize this, but you know what? I asked this question because I figured that you had to be able to do this. You can get the whole man from as a sex toy, so you ain't got to worry about
All the other stuff
cheating
that
or
comes with it.
anything. I mean, but it can't work. But they said that you can get it.
That goes around the same. That goes around the same
Hell,
border, Karen.
and
They got
everything.
they got the whole girls too, KD. I
Yeah,
mean,
they
what we doing?
Yeah, well, I heard about the whole girls too, but I'm just saying what Karen D just found out. I ain't
I mean, I
concerned
think
about them whole girls.
You would want that? You would just want a wooden man?
No, just okay.
He
Well,
said
you
a
ain't
wooden
got
man.
nobody. You can't be
You
too
want
darn.
you out this one?
No. I'm just saying. I was surprised to know that you could just. I mean, I think it's sick. To be honest with you, now I wasn't saying that's a joke, but there's people that actually have like different things like that in their home, and they actually that's all they sleep with. Now, on the real, now I do think that would be weird. I really think that would be weird. But
yeah,
you
it's a lot
do
of
have
people
people that do that.
yeah, a lot of people with a lot
Can
of stuff.
somebody explain this to me, because I don't know what that is.
Yeah, what's frozen gummy bear? I'm here for this tonight.
Say what now?
I don't know what that is. Tell
Me?
us what that is, Beats.
She said frozen gummy bear is awesome.
Right. Tell us what that is. Tell us what that is. I don't know what frozen gummy bear is.
Oh,
You heard of that before, Aisha?
Never heard of it.
But one thing I was going to say
I need my man.
about the pleasuring part, the oral pleasure, is talk to your person. Talk what you like. Don't be afraid. Like I always, you hear, oh, I shouldn't have to teach a grown man. I have to teach a grown woman. Yes, teach them.
Yeah.
Teach me how to eat it. Teach me
Right.
how to cook it. Don't like. No, it's real because you the only one who know your body better than anybody else.
Right.
Like you explored your body several thousand times, and you know what gets you off. If you want to feel that intense orgasm that you're used to giving yourself, but at a heightened pleasure because of somebody else doing it, say, hey, baby, put it right there. Stay right there. Don't move. Or I like it when you did that. And don't get upset because all that person wants to do, hopefully, is try to get you there.
Take heed. Right.
Yeah.
Look.
I think that's a lot of people's problems is that they don't want to communicate it because it might feel like I'm either trying to control how you're doing it, or I'm trying to tell you that you don't know how to do it properly. And it's not that the other individual doesn't know how to do it properly. It's just that you might not be doing something for me that excites me. So therefore, I got to lead you and guide you a little bit. Doesn't mean that you don't know how to do it. Just means that, I need a little bit more to be stimulated. And, I'm just trying to help the situation a little bit better and vice versa.
See, you're so good because I would.
That's what I was about to say.
As they're just not interested. They ain't into your body, girl. They can't find the right spot.
Nah, everything ain't always now. Sometimes it just be, I don't know.
No,
your body is different than everybody else's body. Like,
right.
Right.
Every girl likes different things. So what I want to ask you, Aisha, is why don't some girls just, when you're there on, whatever your spot is, why don't y'all just hold his head right there? Like, why don't you just grab his head and hold it right there? Like, why don't y'all do that?
I mean, you can do that, but then you got some men who, again, don't like the idea of being controlled in the bedroom. Typically, some men want to be in control, and they feel like the way that they're doing some people might take it as an attack to their, not manhood necessarily, but just as an attack on them, like they don't know what they're doing. So yeah, I can hold your head there, but if you one of those men, you're gonna be like, yo, what you doing? Like, get off me. Like, you know what I mean? It's not gonna be something that's gonna flow very well, and it's gonna be a few interruptions. And typically, this is again where communication is important with your partner. and knowing that comfortable space and knowing what to say and knowing what to try, what to, explore, etc.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of distracted knowledge. Like that is a turnoff.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you watching the TV while you're pleasuring me?
Mm-hmm.
Why are you when I say
Who's
don't? I'm just saying though,
Oh,
like no, I'm just saying, run scenarios. Some people be into other things and they just doing it just to do it and not doing it because they wanna they wanna please. They just because it's there.
no,
Because you
hold
got
on
some
now.
people that's
That's what I
doing
want to
it.
say.
You got some people that's doing
That's
it, so
what I
they
want to
make
say.
it theirs.
That's what I want to say now. If you don't love doing it or you don't want to do it, please don't do it, ladies. Just please don't do it. We don't want the nonchalant, I'm just doing it because he wants me to do it here. We don't want that.
right.
Or I'm
Please
just
don't
doing
do
it because I
that.
want my joint done next. You know what I mean? Don't just keep it real regular.
Yes, I mean it can be difficult for some women who feel like it's more of a task than it is, something to receive pleasure as well. Like
It's
some
come
women
naturally.
haven't got to. Yeah.
Yeah, just come naturally. It come in the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it do come in a moment.
Yeah, it definitely comes in a moment. But some people do. Some women do feel like, oh, okay, let me just suck his dick because I know he like it, and I'm just going to do it.
Right. No,
You know what I mean? Instead
we
of
don't want that.
My
attempting
too
to
nasty for that.
right.
Yeah, we don't want that. Look, no, I see people in the comments saying why the TV. Sometimes the TV just happens to be on when you got started. So it ain't like you turn the TV on. Sometimes the TV just happened to be on already. That's all that is.
Right, but the TV should not take your focus away from the task at hand.
Exactly. If
So,
you're into it, you're not gonna
if
even know that
if
TV
that
is
happens, then that's a problem. Then there's a disconnect that needs to be addressed. I mean, unless it's just a jump off or something. It's like, all right, well, whatever. But I mean, if you're in a relationship or something like that, that's a disconnect that needs to be addressed. Like, oh, am I not interesting enough for you that you gotta turn to the TV while you bobbing my knob? Like, you know what I mean? It's conversations that need to be had there.
on.
All right, are y'all ready for my questions? I mean, I still got questions.
Come on, T.
All right, my
Yo,
first
my mama
question
gonna call.
is.
My mama's watching this.
Oh my God.
Go
Yo,
ahead.
my first question is.
Sorry, Mama Nell.
Hey, Mom.
Where do you draw the line? What's the one thing that you're not going to do, or you're not going to try? What is that?
I'm gonna go first.
Okay.
I'm not playing with nothing in the backfield. That shit's off limits.
Facts.
Don't kiss it, lick it, don't look at it. Don't get near it.
Facts.
Don't ask about it. Nothing. Let me wash my own drawers too. That's it. That's one thing I'm not into. I'm not into.
All right, hold on now. But are you with it when it comes to her? So you're against it when it comes to her?
Because she got a coochie for that. I equate that to another. That's how men get. That's how men get down with other men. He blessed her with a good, fresh, clean, wet hole there. I ain't gotta play in that. I ain't gotta play.
Hold on now. But some girls like a butt plug or a finger in the butt.
Oh, then she better do it in the bathroom. Because it get on my sheets.
No, but see, that's another thing. That's another misconception. Like women who enjoy anal sex or enjoy anal play know how to prepare themselves for such.
Right.
So therefore, there should not be any excrements that are displayed during any sexual activity as far as the anus goes. But again, you have to be well versed in those type of things. It's not just, okay, I think I'm gonna do anal with my man tonight. You ain't did no prepping. Well, then you have them massacres like that. where situations and you grossing this man out. You know what I mean? So if you want to dabble in anal play, then you gotta completely know how to.
Now you know what? I'm a recant my last statement because you got to be mature and grown up in certain areas, right? If this is a like of hers and she's into that, then that's where you got to kind of get. That's where we bringing in a toy or something.
Right. That's
we
what I'm
bring a toy, and if you want to get freaky with that, get freaky with that. Because I'm gonna play with the other toy.
That's a happy medium.
Yeah.
That's meeting in the middle.
And
you say, well, babe, I'm not fucking you in the ass, but you can have some anal beads or whatever, and we can play around with that, or a butt plug or whatever, and she can still get the same stimulation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That she could. Yeah.
No, this big misconception of we don't really care like if she's fully shaved, right?
No, that shit can got hair. It could be a desert. It could be a forest. I don't care.
Well, it can't be no desert now.
As long as it smells nice and there's a snack box in between them trees, I ain't care. I actually prefer that. I don't like no bald head John. Like that's giving me very much adolescence.
Yeah, I prefer a little bit. I prefer a little bit. So y'all haven't answered the question though, ladies.
What's it? Can you repeat the question?
What's the off button for y'all?
Yeah, what's your off button?
Cause I'm gonna say I'm with all the shits except for you. Don't look, like Nell said, don't look at my ass, don't touch my ass. But everything else I'm with. So what's up, ladies? What are we doing?
Yeah, I mean, it ain't nothing going back there.
Huh? Go ahead.
It ain't nothing going back there. No. That is gonna be the number one. No, because I mean, most, especially black men, are very well endowed anyway. The front can barely take it. I know damn well my back ain't gonna try to take it.
So Katie, what if he wanted to lick it or something?
Look at her.
It's got to be in the moment. It's got to be in the moment. It's got to be in the moment.
So you saying a lick ain't gonna turn into the stick?
Oh no.
Well, that's it exactly. It's in the moment. Can create you to let down your guard for a lot of things that you might not necessarily have thought you would try, but in that moment, you might find yourself.
That drawbridge ain't coming down for that, Aisha. I'm telling you that.
Katie.
Drawbridge is not coming down for that.
Don't be vanilla, Katie. Don't be vanilla.
Say what, T?
I said don't be vanilla.
Well, you know what? You never say never. I know because Ebony and I were sitting out on the patio the other night, and I'm looking at her. I'm like, dang, Ebony, you and I were the main one who said that we would never get vaccinated or anything. I said, here we are, got everything, all three done. So you never say never. But from what my vision see and what my energy feel now, I feel it's a never when it comes to that.
All right, I got a question for you, Aisha. What is up with the nipple clamps? How do they work?
So the nipple clamps are just an extra layer of stimulant. So if you pinch the nipples, one, they'll get hard. That's number one. But two, they're very sensitive. So when you put the metal clamp on it, the blood is actually rushing to the tip of the areola. So therefore, it's going to just create a outrageous stimulation. Well, then if you want to take it a step further with the nipple clamps, then you figure you got tongue action. You can lick on you, ice. You can put, hot oils or cold stimulants or something on them just to intensify it even more. Those nipple clamps can be used, while you guys are having sex, and it's stimulating the upper parts of your body. while you're being stimulated in the lower part of your body. So it just really all, but it gives such a tension where it's like a sweet pain. You know what I mean? There is a little
I was
bit of
about to say that sounds painful.
yeah, it is a little bit of pain, but it's not
You
a pain where it hurts. It's a pain like ooh, it's a pleasure pain in my opinion.
Okay,
So
that don't sound like pleasure.
You just Brady cat, KD. That's all.
That don't sound like no pleasure. Some clamps on my nipples. Oh my God.
See, that's
Wait a minute.
Kink. You know the kink.
Come on with the shit. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Aisha still has to answer the question. Aisha still has to answer the question.
What question? What I wouldn't do?
Right.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, with I'm down for just about anything. I am. I really am. However, the restraints that are like bars that hold your legs in position while he just goes ham. I don't think that I would really be into that. I'm very active. And I don't like to be restrained. Like I don't like that sort of like you could give me some handcuffs or some ankle cuffs or something like that. But when you spread my legs apart and you hold them in that stationary position, that's going to feel uncomfortable for me. Why? Because I'm very active. I want to interact with you even while you are even in missionary. You know what I mean? Or even in whatever. I want to interact with you, and that's going to restrain me. I ain't with it. Mm-mm. That's one thing I will not do.
What about?
I got another. No, what's up? I got questions. What are we doing?
I'm gonna ask one too.
Go ahead.
What's up with the pumps? The penis pumps or the coochie pumps that pumps it up and makes it super big and fat?
Yeah, it brings all the blood to the most sensitive area. For the male, it's the head. For the woman, clitoris, and it's just a suction. It just generates that extreme stimulation right to that spot. And you can utilize them. Well, I mean, if you're into anal play, you can utilize the pussy pump while having anal sex, etc. But they can be used. I don't see why the men would necessarily use them unless they just have an active partner, etc. They could be used as another mechanism for jerking off, etc. You know what I mean? But
how long?
I mean, that could be good.
Back to normal, like for a female, how long does it take her vagina to go back down to normal size after she pumped it up? After we pumped.
Yeah, I mean, I guess for every female it would be different. It could be a couple minutes until that sensation goes away. Kind of is like, yeah, I guess it just really all depends on the woman.
Nice.
I'm gonna say a couple minutes though.
All right, I got a question for the ladies. Are you a fan of the feathers or the spankings?
I know damn well it's not a spanking. I don't know what's about to tell. Okay, what's with the feather thing?
The thing is, it's just like a toy. It's just like a toy. You just like go like this, It's like a sensation thing.
Yeah.
Oh, just to tickle you? Okay, well I may be down with the feather, but ain't nobody finna whoop my ass now.
So you don't want a nice little to your ass like.
I can't.
Look at happening.
I can't.
Nobody's getting ass. Nobody's getting ass.
Gonna whip my ass.
No, I ain't finna do no spankings.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Spank for me.
T, you want?
Right, so,
is that something that you would do? That's a good question for you.
What?
Would you let somebody feather you?
Probably.
Okay.
I don't understand the feather. I mean, it's just
that's because you vanilla, Katie.
I'm gonna keep it a whole bean. I'm a little afraid of the feather because I'm ticklish, and I be done farted or she be done farted, and it's gonna fuck the whole mood up.
I can't.
So We need practice. We need like we need practice on that. Like, and that's like, you gotta be cool with your partner, telling the partner that like this ain't like, yo,
Right.
I'm a little sensitive.
Right.
Let's practice each other with the arm, my neck, or whatever. Get comfortable with that, because if this happens, let's not stop. Let's just
So
keep
what?
going.
The feather just like tickle the skin or something? Is that what
Yeah,
feather for?
like if you run it up
No,
his
he
spine
better
or
use his
whatever,
tongue.
you can run
No,
it up
the
his
tongue is the
spine.
feather. You don't
Yeah.
need no feather. The tongue
KD,
is the feather.
It's just an extra added layer, you know, just an extra
Come on,
added layer.
like, up your back with a feather, you jump in.
Yeah, going up your back and, you know,
Yeah.
tracing
Oh, okay,
with
that sound.
the
Oh,
feather.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like 50
wait a minute.
Cent.
Let me feel it. Wait a minute. Okay, yeah. I think I can go with the feather.
She crazy.
All right, so ladies, would y'all be opposed to a little choking?
Oh, hell no.
Nope.
Ain't no choking going on.
Oh, Karen, I'm not opposed to it. Karen, like, oh, hell no.
No.
That goes into the soft kink. Yeah.
That ain't no soft king. Get the choking, they be done choke
Yeah,
your
a little
ass
light choking. That's not him, like, you
Right.
know, but that's him gripping around your neck, like.
It's a little
You know,
gentle, KD.
What's
It's
the
a little,
purpose?
look,
What's the
KD.
purpose of it?
the
Hold on,
sensation,
KD.
Karen, is ridiculous. The sensation, Karen, is ridiculous. Listen, I truly understand. I understand that people are conformed to certain things and what might seem to be outrageous. But I
Right.
swear, in the moment, if you give it a try, I swear, Karen,
Right.
Aisha, I
KD,
don't see it.
KD, I'm telling you, like if girl's on top and you give her a little choke like this, like
Okay, it's on. Hell no, I'm gonna start down throwing blows because I'm
if
thinking
if you're behind her and you bring your
Right.
arm around and slightly, that is.
it better damn be something that I know is a gentleness because I'm gonna be ready to go off.
Y'all could have just came from
That
like
comes
y'all
in
could have had
in
the
your
worst fight
partner.
ever, and y'all get into it, and then he start choking you.
Oh,
Right.
I can
Right.
see you now.
You,
I'm
that
gonna be.
again,
Oh no.
Everybody,
yeah.
look at the comments.
They better
Karen,
give me warning on what's going on. They
Karen,
better
the
say, baby,
comments is
I'm gonna
saying
touch your
choking is
neck.
good.
choking is good, man.
Losing a little consciousness. They said ain't bad.
Well,
Choking
it's
is
got to be
good.
somebody
You
I
gotta do it, man.
completely
You come up with your safe word.
trust.
Pineapple. You just bust it out. Pineapple. Like you get in a situation with your partner where you guys have like a safe word or something where, sir, you
A
grab.
safe word. You mean to tell me you got what? What if you can't think of it? My damn mind too
Oh, but y'all agree
absent-minded.
upon it. Y'all agree
Come
upon
on,
it.
KD.
Yeah, you
Y'all know
agree
I
upon
can't
it
think of no.
beforehand.
I be don't forgot that safe word. I can't even think of my passwords each day. I be don't
Come to the
forgot that
party,
password. My ass to be dead.
KD. Come on, KD. Come to the party. Hold on.
I can't
Hold
see
on.
that one. I can't see that one either.
Hold on.
Yeah, like the
How
safe
do
word.
y'all feel? How do y'all feel about this hair pulling?
Yeah, the hair pull. What's up with the hair pull?
With that?
Pulling a sister's hair.
They love it.
Come on, KD.
Loving it. Look at Ebony. Ebony said, "Pull my shit," and she
Right.
sit right in that
Did you
room
just
with
say
you.
that? Oh my God, I'm sitting right here by her. Did you just say that?
She went,
Yeah, Ebony.
Ebony said, "Pull it."
Get it, girl.
She said, "Pull it."
She said gently.
Well, a little nice little tuck. Yeah, that's. I mean, you
She
know,
said gently.
Karen, you don't like your hair pulled?
Well, I mean, okay, now I will say this. I'm not totally innocent. So anybody that I have been with, that's the first thing they do is go for my hair. And I wonder why was that? That's I mean, as long as I ain't pulling
It's a,
it
it's
out,
it's a
I
dominance
don't know
thing,
what it is.
Karen.
Yeah.
You can't use
It's
glue
a
that day.
it's a
Gotta get that
dominance
thing
thing. That's
sewn in.
all.
Well,
Yeah,
now
it's a
all
dominance
my
thing.
stuff is natural anyway. But I mean, as long I don't know. Again, in the moment, it depends on what that moment gives us.
Mhm.
Right.
Never say never. I've learned to never say never, but I am gonna say never about the back door.
A little pop like that. Like you be all right.
No, I'm
You
gonna
be all
say
right.
no to the back door.
No to the
No
back.
to the back door.
Ever and ever and ever, Karen. Like nothing is ever gonna make you want to try it.
You're never supposed to say never, but as I said, in the moment, I never know what could happen. But if what I see right here with this, no,
Mhm.
no,
All right.
and not
All
choking
right.
it either.
All right, Katie. So, but what if you was on top and he just grabbed your ass, like he gripped your ass up? Is that cool?
Oh yeah, I mean that's in the moment.
All right.
Yeah,
All
just
right.
don't come bringing no damn whips out because I
Move
don't like
that she's
slave shit.
talking about. That's that you trying to get somebody.
Yeah, I was on Emmett Till one time and I told him I couldn't go anything dealing with slaves. No, I guess control
Okay.
is the thing
But
for me too.
yes, yes. But that's a lot of people who are, who have certain reservations about specific things. It prevents them from giving it a try. It doesn't necessarily mean that you wouldn't care for it. It's just your mind is set on, certain things being a
right.
certain way. And so it doesn't necessarily mean that if you tried a little spanking, you wouldn't like it. It's just in your mind, you're like, spanking is
Exactly. Just thinking about it.
just
Right.
thinking about
But
spanking. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So no, you're not doing that. You're not inflicting any pain on me. That's what you think of when you think. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I mean,
When you
if
think
it's,
spanking.
yeah, I
Right.
mean, it could be in a loving manner or whatever. I guess I would have to be in that situation. As I said, not foreseeing it myself, I can say no easily. But if I am in a relationship, in a loving relationship, something like that, who knows what I'll try?
Mm-hmm.
Depending on what the partner brings.
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right. I got one last question. I don't know, where this is going to go, but we gonna see. We gonna see. So I need everybody to answer this. So this is the question: Is it spit, swallow, or placement?
Swallow.
Placement. I'm
What's up,
assuming
Nell?
placement.
What am I? What am I? I mean,
She doing it to you, Nell.
oh,
Where
what I prefer?
yeah.
Oh yeah,
But now where the placement going? You talking about placement?
swallow,
Wherever you want.
No, he
Would you
said swallow was one of them. He said
swallow,
spit,
spit,
right?
swallow,
or placement.
placement,
It could be your hair, your eyes, your back, your neck, your
Right.
chest.
or trash can.
No, that's not
A trash can? Come on,
condom.
go on.
I need you to take that over
He
there
said
to the
placement.
cancer.
No, okay. Maybe I'm not following correctly.
Do you want?
KD.
Do you want to swallow
Oh,
it, spit it out,
right.
placed on your body somewhere? That's the three choices.
Oh, okay. Okay, spit.
Spit.
Yeah.
Spit.
Spit is not a good choice. I would rather take swallow or placement. I spit just don't sit right with me. Like that don't sit right, man.
And that placement and swallowing just don't sit right with me.
That placement on you don't want it placed on your back or something, like on your like.
On your belly or your boobies.
Not thinking about it. I don't. I mean, I guess I would have to be in the moment, but thinking about it, it sounds nasty as hell.
I can't do it, KD, man. No, what are they saying in the most in the comments?
The most is all
Hold
of
on,
the
KD.
above. We got a lot of
Right.
all of the aboves in the comment.
Hey,
All of the above. You little nasty thing.
Somebody said
Who on here?
definitely swallow. Somebody said definitely swallow. We got a lot of swallow. It's tied. It's either swallow or all of the above.
right.
Mhm.
Oh my goodness, my
Somebody
bitch said
said,
placement.
I
No,
think
she
we need
did.
to put Shalamar's comment up. Ladies don't spit. They swallow.
Wow.
They say camel spit. Women don't.
But baby, you see this honk in his back? Call me a camel. Call me
It's
a camel.
protein.
Call me a camel.
Just think about the protein and the testosterone you're gonna get. It's gonna give you a
I
boost
don't
to your
want
day.
no testosterone. I am too much of a
You
diva
need
to be wanting some testosterone.
It's good for you. It'll help your hair grow and all that.
Yeah, it's good
My
for you.
hair don't need to grow any faster than it's growing.
Mhm.
But again, to be all serious about it, seriously, I think it's when you have a relationship that you can be free like that. It with your and I'm not gonna say sex because at that point it's not gonna be sex, at least not for me. By then it's making love. If you got someone like that you can make love with, I think it's great whatever you choose to do together.
That's
The
a
more the
misconception.
merrier.
That's a misconception, K-Day.
What's the misconception?
These kind of things don't happen when you're making love. These kind of things happen when you're fucking.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry,
I'm
but that's
sorry,
what
but
it
it's
is.
got to be some kind of emotion there for me. I guess that's why I haven't experienced
Right.
those things.
What I'm saying is, look, what I'm saying is you may love that person, but you're not in the act of making
Oh,
love.
okay. I see
You're
what you mean.
Yeah,
I see.
conventional
Yeah.
methods of making love kind of bore me. LL said.
Right. I got you. I got you.
all right, people.
I
Do we
can
have
get
any
that.
more questions? Do we have any more questions or comments on this topic before we move on?
All right. I know we're getting ready to move on, but can I just say one last thing? Voyeurism. Anybody into it?
What
I
is
need an
it?
explanation.
Voyeurism.
What you talking
I
about,
need an
Willis?
explanation. I need an explanation, Aisha.
Being seen. Being seen while you're having sex out in a public place. Park,
I don't care about that.
car, balcony.
I would love to.
That's a part of kink.
Would love to.
And that's a
Yeah, I
soft
don't care
kink.
about that.
Care about car.
That's adrenaline. That's an adrenaline rush.
Right, yeah.
Karen, no?
At work.
Oh yeah, I'm down for that.
Okay. Okay.
I mean,
that's
that
a-
I'm not gonna be out in the open, but like with the hint of some, you know what I mean? Like in a dark area, but outside, and you can see them, but they can't see you. I mean, something like that. Yeah.
That sounds vanilla. That sounds vanilla. That sounds like a vanilla answer.
It's vanilla in a chocolate place because I have it dark. So let's. But no, I would not want someone downright looking at me. No.
Okay. Okay.
I ain't mad. I ain't mad at it. All right, people.
Gotta
Any
stay
last
with my
words?
bit.
Yeah. So we always got to put a disclaimer on stuff like that because we are now on certain platforms. So, and whenever you're performing any of the vanilla or kinky acts, make sure you do it safely. Right? There are always safe preventative measures out there that will allow you to perform these things that you like to do with you and your partner on a safe level. All right?
Yes.
Always continue to always practice safety and safety first. Next topic.
All right, hold on. Before we go to Karen's corner, I need everybody to come up with a safe word real quick.
Sneakers.
What's up? What's up, ladies?
Strawberry.
Okay, do y'all really want to hear mine? Because the first thing came to my mouth. Can I say it?
I'm scared.
I guess UnCensored Minds. What we talking about?
Okay, they go to grab me a motherfucker. If you're going too far, that's gonna be my word.
Nah, all right. So what if he
That's gonna be my word.
What if he in that thing right?
Motherfucker.
No, what if he in that thing right, KD, and he hitting that thing right, and you be like, motherfucker, don't stop. Then I'm supposed to stop.
Okay,
Right.
then
Because
when
you
it's like
screaming out
that, it's
safe
like,
words that ain't even safe words.
motherfucker. It's gonna still be motherfucker. Call me Samuel Jackson. That's my word. That's my word.
Yo,
my joint got to be something crazy. My joint got to be something crazy, like super fragilistic or some shit. Like I gotta have some off the wall shit.
Yeah.
See, I pay attention to, like, I wouldn't. The only safe word, I can't say that because that sounds crazy. But like, if we in the moment and we both in it, and you scream out vanilla, I ain't paying no attention to that.
Right.
It's the box that's got me. If you say stop
that's
now,
I gotta say something crazy. Man.
Stop means stop, and I'm
But
if you say something like cherry vanilla or ice cream cone, I'm be like, damn, we can go get one afterwards. Like, I'm gonna say something crazy like that because it got me.
That's why I said MF, because you say that MF, that's gonna make them take attention.
No, Katie, motherfucker is a good thing.
Yeah.
Like,
oh my God.
Yes.
You like motherfucker?
Yes.
And you saying it,
right.
you saying it like that? Yeah, that ain't gonna get a stop from me. That's gonna be. You want me to go more?
Okay.
Right.
All right. Well, I'll stay away from that safe word then if I don't want.
That motherfuckers is crazy.
All right, Katie, it's all you, Katie.
Well, Aisha, thank you. I was sitting here listening, and hey, y'all learned something today on UnCensored